We're on the hunt for some seriously overpowered anime main characters. We're looking for ultimate strength and sheer levels of power that have our MC defeating absolutely anyone in their path. Welcome back to Animeology. We understand that you've seen a lot of overpowered lists, but we've got a collection of anime that you probably haven't checked out. Easily the greatest and most overpowered main characters that remain undefeated. Let's jump right into it. Number 10, In Another World with My Smartphone. A brilliant isekai series with a strong fantasy element, this is a series that had some absolutely brilliant characters and a surprisingly realistic take on how exactly a fantasy world would actually react to an isekai MC and the crazy sort of technology he could bring with him. The story starts off with our MC, Toya Mochizuki, accidentally killed by a god. The god feels bad for what he has done and allows Toya to be resurrected in a new isekai fantasy world and grants him a single request. Toya wishes to bring his smartphone with him, but as he cannot contact his old world, the god modifies and improves his phone, granting it insanely powerful abilities and making our MC unbelievably overpowered and literally undefeatable. In this new world, our hero meets an interesting cast of new characters, travelling from country to country, solving issues from minor quests to major political issues within the kingdom. A fantastic anime series that we definitely recommend you check out. Number 9, haven't you heard? I'm Sakamoto. It's a full-blown comedy series and one that had us laughing from scene to scene. It's hard to come across an anime that would literally have us clutching our bellies from laughter. Following a high schooler by the name of Sakamoto with an insane reputation for being the absolute coolest person in the entire school. When we say cool, we mean incredibly cool and popular on a level you have literally never seen before. Seriously, Sakamoto is actually flawless and is loved by literally every single student in his high school, except one, of course. The majority of the series surrounds the many strange situations he finds himself in, often due to the crazy pranks set up by the really jealous boy of his school. But no matter what, Sakamoto always manages to end up absolutely perfect and actually looks way cooler than he did in the beginning. A seriously fun anime and manga series that you definitely need to see for yourself. You will not regret it. Number 8, Hellsing Ultimate. We can't help but push through some dark fantasy. It's truly our greatest weakness. Hellsing goes a step further with some extremely stylish action as it looks to unravel the secretive and underground world of vampires. Hellsing itself is a royal order of knights that aims to seek out and destroy all sorts of undead and wicked forces of evil that threaten humanity. Led by descendants of the world's famous Abraham Van Helsing, alongside an interesting and unique cast of characters. Even Alucard, the original and most powerful vampire, has sworn loyalty to the Hellsing family after being defeated hundreds of years ago. The perfect setup for some of the most insane and absolutely brilliant anime you will ever come across, with crazy story arcs having our heroes face off against Nazis to religious organizations to the remnants of World War II. Hellsing goes to some absolutely brilliant places with many more on the horizon. Number 7, The Disastrous Life of Saki Kei. A zany and funny anime series, Saki Kei is a crazy comedy series with a strong supernatural focus. With no worries or no drama, this is an anime you can just tune into and have a good time. Starting off as a manga, Saki Kei has since seen multiple runs as an anime, a game, and even a live-action film. There is definitely a lot to sink your teeth into with this. We learn of Kuso Saki, a seemingly average high schooler that was born with some of the craziest and most overpowered abilities that you will ever see. From telekinesis to teleportation, there is literally nothing that Saki K can't do. But the show is absolutely hilarious because we follow Saki as he looks to keep these insane powers of his a secret from his friends at school, trying to appear completely normal and unassuming, but as you can imagine, he is constantly tested and put in these crazy situations in which he has no choice but to actually use his powers. Number 6. Overlord. A brilliant dark fantasy isekai series with a fantastic sense of black comedy behind it. Overlord is a show that would have you scratching your head and wondering what exactly would be happening next. A seriously engaging and brilliant anime series that made waves on release but is seriously underrated. Set in the distant future, we learn of an insanely popular video game by the name of Yggdrasil, unique in comparison to all other games at the time due to how realistic the game itself actually is. The series starts off with the game looking to end its 12-year run with the servers about to get shut down. We learn of a powerful and strong guild in the game, one of the strongest, dropped in numbers from 41 members to only 4 remaining. In their huge fortress, the remaining guild members appear only for a short while before leaving. Our MC accepts that the greatest times he had in this game are over, but realises that he can't actually leave. The game world is still there, and all the NPCs and computer-controlled characters have come to life with our hero trapped in the form of the insanely overpowered character he uses. We slowly explore the world in an attempt to understand what exactly is going on in one of the greatest anime adventures we have ever seen. Number 5. Black Lagoon. An absolutely brilliant crime-based and thrilling anime series, Black Lagoon is a seriously awesome anime series that definitely deserves more attention. With beautiful girls, lots of guns, and some crazy action, there is a little reason for you not to tune in and check this out. The series itself follows a team of vicious and cutthroat pirate mercenaries that are known as the Lagoon Company. This team of pirates operates as smugglers across the Southeast Asia Sea in a time frame around the mid-1900s. Modern, but not too modern. Black Lagoon takes us on an absolutely epic and beautiful adventure across this region of the world. From Thailand to Cambodia to Vietnam, we meet a number of shady and brilliant underworld figures with characters from the Yakuza, the Triad, the Cartel, and even the Mafia. From episode to episode, we come across thugs, mercenaries, thieves, prostitutes, assassins in an anime series that seriously is unlike any other you've ever come across. Number 4. No Game, No Life. Making waves upon release, the hype surrounding No Game, No Life has since died down, but we have not forgotten just how brilliant this fantastic isekai fantasy anime series actually is. With an interesting and engaging spin on the classic formula as well as some awesome main characters that are quite unlike any that we have ever come across. We follow the step-siblings Sora and Shiro, a brother and sister that absolutely love gaming online. The story kicks off when they are challenged to a game by Tet, a god from another reality. Our heroes win and are given the chance to live in a world that is built around games. They accept the offer and are teleported to a magical world. People that live across this world are not allowed to harm one another or fight and are forced by powerful magic to settle any differences by gambling with games whose rules and rewards are enforced by this powerful magic. Watch as our heroes travel through this world and carry on with a number of awesome adventures. From crazy tournaments and insane battles, you can't help but get caught up in the awesome world that has been created for us in No Game, No Life. Number 3. Mob Psycho 100. Absolutely iconic series, Mob Psycho enters into a lot of awesome anime flavors, from some absolutely phenomenal action scenes and some enjoyable comedy with some extremely heavy-hitting drama. The insane supernatural powers of our MC Mob is something you do not want to miss out on. Starting off as your average middle schooler, Shigeo Kageyama, nicknamed Mob, is largely a background character. No real strong presence or attitude, he carries on and likes to live his life in peace. But soon we realise that Mob is far more than just your average high schooler. Turns out he is actually an insanely powerful individual with some of the craziest psychic powers that you have ever seen in an anime series. He constantly lives his life under shackles for fear of just losing control and destroying everything. Sometimes he would actually just black out and destroy everything around him. The level of power that we see and the sorts of abilities he has are comparable to a literal god. As the series goes through, we see the true power of Mob slowly begin to break through, as the series takes us through a number of interesting and engaging encounters and enjoyable story arcs. Number 2. Hajime no Ippo. Easily one of the greatest sports animes of all time and one of the most famous and well-known anime series. This long-running manga started off as early as 1989 and still maintains a very dedicated fanbase to this day. Centered around the world of boxing, there is a reason that Hajime no Ippo is a legitimate classic and one that you should definitely consider getting into. Through an awesome blend of action, comedy into the deeply insightful world of boxing, Hajime no Ippo has since spread through multiple anime series and even a film. There is a lot here for you to get involved in. Following Ippo, a shy and quiet high schooler that didn't have many friends, dedicating his free time to helping his mother run the family business. Bullied daily and beaten badly one day, he is taken to a nearby gym. It was here that everyone started to realise the sheer level of raw boxing talent that lay within Ippo. He is naturally attracted to the exciting and intense world of boxing, and throughout the years fans of the world have seen him train and practice and hone his skills in an effort to one day become the greatest boxer around the world. And number 1, Gurren Lagann. A brilliant mecha and action series with an awesome sense of adventure and the perfect balance of comedy and drama. This is an anime series that will legitimately go down as one of the greats, with some phenomenal world building, epic action and brilliant arcs. Gurren Lagann is a mecha-based anime series that delivers one of the most polished and innovative anime series we've come across in a very long time. Set in a world ruled by the vicious Spiral King that forces mankind to live underground. These underground villages have no contact with the outside world and are constantly plagued by earthquakes and all sorts of strange threats. We follow Simon and a group of his young friends that one day hope to visit the surface. The story kicks off with Simon finding a mecha one day. After his village is under attack, our hero uses his new mecha to defend it and looks to drill up towards and break through the surface. We are soon dragged into a rich and beautiful world of epic battles and crazy wars, from the point of view of a simple cast of characters that are clearly well over their heads when we start to realise that they're looking to directly threaten the king himself and change the entire world of Gurren Lagann for the better.